How you guys out there doing today? This is your road warrior, your Nate Diggity Dogg 2020. Your Nate Diggity Dogg 2020. And I'm coming to you here live on vacation. Just giving you a little bit of intro so we can set the mood. Alright? I want y'all to think back to this one, alright? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Alright? Okay. Alright, so that's my little intro, bringing in my 2021 from my 2020. This is Nate Dogg, your road warrior. I'm at home, I'm on vacation, and I thought that I'd take some time to speak to my audience, my viewerships out here today to kind of reintroduce myself and talk about my channel. First of all, I appreciate all the people who have subscribed. I appreciate all your support. I'm always interested in getting views and subscriptions, especially subscriptions. All right, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you content that is entertaining. I'm here to give you content that is informative. I will also be speaking about all sorts of things like vehicle or trucker operations, you know, your basics, pre-trip inspections, how to back up a 53-foot rig, you know, and all things revolving around the actual day-to-day operations of operating the truck. Beyond that, I'm also getting into entrepreneurship, owner operating, and fleet operation, fleet ownership. There's a process to that. You know, I want to talk to my audience and have episodes having to do with the process that you take to actually get up and running, you know, and get a trucking company going. In addition with that, you know, I also am about the 80s rock and roll and hip hop nostalgia. I'm always out there jamming on the road, and I always want to, you know, bring back something that's up in your head that you might have forgotten about, give you a little giggle, or give you a little laugh. Okay, so I'm also into culinary arts, so I will have episodes that have to do with cooking, food preparation, you know, gourmet style meals, and definitely fitness. So if you guys like to work out, or you gals I like to work out, and you want to figure out a way to work out on the road or work out at home, I'm your guy. I'm taking all questions. You know, maybe together we can find some of these answers. Not to mention your general everyday, you know, popping political culture nonsense, you know, COVID this and blah, 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 you know, Senate and Congress that. But today is a very special day. Today, I have a special episode for you guys that has to do with relationship dynamics for over-the-road truck drivers. Okay, so I could probably have 3 different episodes that go into the minutia of my relationships with my lovely girlfriend, you know. And for now, we're just going to call her my girlfriend. I'm also not going to mention her name in this, at least not in this episode. When you're on the road and you're away from home for long periods of time, you know, you hear all these stories that, you know, men that at work have to suffer, or that happen to guys that aren't at home, you know what I mean? So I'm going to give you a little quick story or recount of what happened. I come home about 3 nights ago. I come up, I got my luggage and everything from the airport. Now, I know that my girl's out of town, so this part I do know. I get to the door, my keys, the locks have been changed. The key doesn't work. So I'm like, oh my goodness, what the heck is really going on here? So after I sleep over at a friend's place for the night, I think about, okay, what do I have to do? So this is what this episode is really about. It has to do with knowing your worth. Who are you going to be in this world? You know, what are you going to stand for, and what are you just going to accept? So I had a decision to make. Am I going to sit there and just play it cool and safe and be like, oh, well, let my, you know, girl tell me what's going on? You know what I'm saying? She says I can't enter the place that's my place that she's calling her place now. And am I going to go for this? You know, because I'm going to be this good little sheep citizen? Or I'm going to be like, you know what? Not in this world. Not in this life. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm worth my own sense of right and wrong. And my own sense of right and wrong is I've paid more on this place than she has. So there should be no reason why I cannot enter, because, you know, she tells me about a legal lease situation from a year. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? You could say that, but that's a matter for the civil courts to decide. And you are not the civil court. You're just one story or one side of the story for a civil judge to hear. So in the meantime, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be staying at a motel while you decide that you want to go through all this and go out and enjoy yourself, blah, blah, blah. So I have a little clip for you guys. This is going to segue right into what I had to do. So please enjoy. Okay, so here I am. I just been on the road for 14 weeks. I'll come home. You see, this is where I'm at. Wow. So I'm trying to get the police on the line right here because there's a little bit of a domestic dispute. But all right, so let me just say what I gotta say because obviously right now I'm not getting through. I come home and I find that the locks are changed on my door. I can't get in, except I've been living here for just about almost 2 years. You know, I paid up everything through May 31st, but yet there's a matter of who's allowed to be in my apartment. I guess now we're getting into legal definitions of what are we gonna call what. So, this is gonna just be for the record. You know, I'm just out here so I can say what I gotta say because this is your Nate Dogg, your Nate Ward. I'm home now. I'm taking a little break. I want to get a little respite. You know, I'm tired. I want to take a shower. I'm a hot mess. You know, so trying to get Johnny Law on the side. You know, there's a dispute with the landlord. He wants to stay out of it. He doesn't want to get involved, and I feel like, you know, I have to do what I have to do. I mean, I'm a grown man. I know my worth, and my worth is my home. My worth is my home. I've been living here. I'm paid up. So, you know, that's just how I feel about it. Sometimes you gotta take a stand, and it's not all about just tuck-tailing. You have to define what is your worth. If you could follow me, I'm not gonna badmouth my girl. I'll just say that right now we're not having great communication. We're having communication issues, and I'm hoping that all this gets sorted out. All right, so now we're up in here. Okay. I could just deal with this now, try to deal with this later. I'm gonna try one more time. I will eventually call them. I guess I never really had to call the police before. I'm glad I'm not dying. Emergency dispatchers are on the phone assisting other callers. Okay, well now that we have them on the line, your call will be answered as soon as possible. I will notify them of my intent. As far as I'm concerned, if there is a problem at all, it's a civil matter. It is definitely not a criminal matter. You have reached Anchorage 911. Do not hang up. We'll give them a little bit more time. So just to let you know, I touched down about 11:15 a.m. last night, and got me a ride, got home, and 911 was location of emergency. Okay, I have a housing domestic issue going on. Are you involved, or are you hearing it? I just I went into my apartment to only find out that I could possibly have put my landlord in a difficult situation, so I wanted to settle the matter. So I feel like I need police on the scene. Okay, sir, what's going on? There is a housing issue, and I have just entered my apartment. Is there a fight, or are you just in an argument with your landlord? I'm not in an argument with my landlord. My girlfriend is out of town. She changed the locks on the doors, and I went inside the apartment. So I was told that if I get the police over here, that I could deal with the police in this matter. That my landlord told me, he says, you can go straight to the police. Okay, let me have you call 311, sir. That's the direct line to the police department. Okay, all right, thank you. You're welcome. All right, so they want me to call 311. See, what this really comes down to is the police. So let's just say if me and my girl actually do have some real issues here, then there's a civil process to determine who's in the right and who's in the wrong. She can't go to the store and I can't just go lock the doors and say you can't get in and then her not get in simply because the original lease had my name on it and it didn't have hers. It doesn't work that way. There's a civil eviction process that goes along with this. This is kind of heavy stuff, but I figured it'll make for great drama. You know, this is the life of the over-the-road trucker. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna just go hard, and I'll just call these guys later. So. Okay, here we are, part 2. Okay, y'all look around. Y'all see I'm at home, right? Yeah, I'm at home. See, what is your worth? I decided my worth was to protect my castle, protect my home, and I was willing to fight for that. Yeah, so, I mean, in life, sometimes, I'll speak for myself. I'll fall back, I fall back. I acquiesce because one, like myself, is trying to avoid confrontation. You know, but sometimes that can become a bad habit. And knowing your worth is knowing when you got to step up. Because I'm going to plant seeds up in this place. Seeds up in here. I'm going to have a thriving enterprise right up in here. Now, my girl / ex-girl, what I think might be my ex-girl now, if she doesn't come back, oh well. She is who she is, but that can't be the main, theme of my focus. The main theme of my focus is, listen here, I'm not going to go for some okie doke, get locked out, and then, boo-hoo, tuck tail, cry away. Yeah, there was a risk-reward scenario with this. If I was sitting in the jail cell now, you know what everybody would say? Oh, you're a stupid nigga. You know what I mean? Let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Move on. Nah, that's not how kings become kings. That's not how greatness becomes greatness. Not at all. Now, how did I get from where I was at before to here right now? Oh yeah, I had to deal with the police. Y'all see me call them. And eventually I met up with them. And they told me what I already knew. That what was attempted to be done was total BS. I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute, man. You can't just be sitting here locking me out of my own place expecting that, okay, I'm going to grab my things and go. What do I look like? Come on now. Any person who would have accepted that and walked away is a person that ain't gonna amount to nothing. I'm home. I'm inside, and the future is unwritten. There are many still different variables how things can play out, but I believe I have the momentum at my side right now, and I'm gonna protect my home. I'm gonna hold down my home. I am the king of my castle. I could be all the way on the East Coast and this will still be my home. I could be in Europe and this will still be my home. This will be my first home. Home number 1. I mean, I got me a home out in Dutch Harbor too, but I think I might have to drop you guys some pics of that, for y'all viewing experience. So I thank you for once again to turning them into my channel. Please press like, subscribe. This is your road dog, your Nate Dogg, at home in Anchorage, Alaska. Look at, I walk in the house. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. I know my worth.